Hello there, Dr. Sheep here. Welcome back to another Java Let's Play video. Today we are chopping down trees. It's a Sunday morning. Oh, barely Sunday morning still. There's not much time left today. There's not much time left in this morning, and my phone is going off. Fantastic. Yeah, just gonna do a quick little, 20 minutes. Just because, well, I still can't breathe through my nose. I don't know. I've cured my sore throat, but as for my nose, I still can't breathe through it. It's really frustrating. So, it is what it is. So yeah, we're just gonna do a quick little let's play here. 20 minutes of me chopping down trees. Let's go. Yeah, these past few weekends, I've just been we've just been doing a lot of other random stuff that has nothing to do with, well, anything else. Actually, I need to change my upload schedule. So I was going to do a DIY, right? I was going to show you guys my chicken recipe. However, yesterday I made a little video. It's a chemistry video, so it's on. It's on subject for the channel, and not entirely sure what kind of views it'll get, but we'll see. We'll see. The results were, well, actually, the results we got after the experiment was done were more interesting than the actual results of the intended experiment. The cleanup process yielded something more interesting that I'm tempted to kind of explore now. But I don't know. I mean, it's such a. I'm not even sure how to do that. Well, I know how to explore it. So, like, basically, we're cleaning up the reaction. I added the base to you know, to make the solution alkaline, or at least neutral, anyways. I definitely did not add enough, but nevertheless, it caused some interesting stuff to happen. It kind of looked like it synthesized bromine for some reason. Why? I don't know. That, or it just oxidized. But why would it oxidize the banana? It's sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide doesn't oxidize things. I'm just genuinely curious as to trying to figure out what happened with this experiment, you know? And, so, I don't know. Definitely not going to continue to explore it today, but, well, I mean, I could. I've got all the chemicals here. I just got to go buy, some more. Well, okay, I have two chemicals here. I have the acid and the base, because I have a lot of it. I just need one other thing. I need to get maybe a cabinet, yeah. Or something where I can store all these chemicals as I build them up. Currently, I'm keeping them under my sink in the bathroom. Which is a okay place. I just can't have any kids over, ever. Because if they opened my bathroom cabinet, well, they would die. I've got sodium hydroxide, drain cleaner. I've got all of my cleaning supplies. I've got hydrochloric acid. At some point, I'm going to have sulfuric acid underneath there as well. So, yeah, not a safe place underneath my sink. But I couldn't think of another place to put all the stuff, so that's where it's going to exist. And I could trade those for emeralds, but I can't be bothered. Going up. Up, 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 and away. Eat, eat, eat. Oh, so yeah, I guess I already talked about the experiment we did. I don't know why I was trying to be so secretive about it. It was the bananas and Sprite experiment. We ended up using a round bottom flask. I had hinted earlier that an urban mire flask or a volumetric flask would be better. And it's interesting. So it would require me to get interestingly enough, it would require me to buy more glassware and a different type of. Well, I don't need stir. Never mind. Well, no. Yeah, okay, it would require me to buy a whole bunch of other equipment that I don't have to do the experiment, or buy a different heating mantle. But the heating mantle, the one heating mantle would probably cost more than all the other equipment. So I guess it would just be cheaper to buy a whole bunch of other equipment that I could use for other things. Anyways, that's a continuation from the Bedrock Let's Play. Don't worry about it too much. It's not really too important. Like I said, we're going for 20 minutes today, just so that I can go do stuff. I gotta plant some cotton seeds. No, I'm not talking farming sim. I'm talking real life. So I need to run to Walmart again because I forgot to grab stuff. And also, Outback left his milk here, so I'm gonna probably go drop that off after Walmart and see if he wants to go do something. Maybe pick up Phil, see if he wants to do something as well. It's weird, right? So I've gotten to the point where I can't call Phil by Phil, and I can't call Phil by his name either. Especially around Outback, because just well, we don't call Outback Outback. We call him by his actual name. But I call Phil so much that I just don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to think. I was like, what the hell is that? It's my sugarcane farm. Producing tiny amounts of bone meal. But hey, it's a very expensive farm. I need to get rid of those hoppers. It has more hoppers than it needs. To be quite frankly honest with you, I need to get rid of them. So, but we're not doing it today. Oh, I finally brought my telescope home from my. Well, I brought it from my parents here finally. It needs some cleaning and some work done to it. There's something on one of the mirrors. I'm hoping it's just some dust that I can get rid of with some compressed air, and everything will be fine. That's what I'm hoping. If it's not, I'm gonna have a big issue. I'm gonna have a bigger issue. But if that's all it is, fantastic. My telescope will be wonderful. It's not a deal breaker. It's just kind of irritating. It does kind of get there, especially when it's right. It's in the worst spot too. It's right in the focal spot. Like, this is what I've been dealing with for the past few days. My sneezing is just getting uncontrollable. So, sneezing with Dr. Sheep. Woohoo! Should I be hanging out with Outback and Phil? Probably not. I'm probably still a little contagious, but Phil just had a cold. I think Outback's already had a cold this year, so I'm sure they'll be fine. And it's weird. I cured the sore throat. I just can't cure the nose. And the nose is just... It's honestly, it's getting worse. Because now it's running. I'm sneezing. It's still stuffy. It's like, what? Why? I'll probably have to go to Walmart and buy just the regular Mucinex, because that has a decongestant in it. You can't get you have to get decongestant over the counter. You can't just get it off the shelf. Sorry, no. You can't get decongestant over the counter. You have to get it from the pharmacy. That way they can track you and how much you buy. Unfortunately, Dayquil and NyQuil, they have too much other stuff in them that's just great, thanks, but that's not the issue. I need just a regular decongestant now. I gotta change up my drugs. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Yeah, so we have to adapt what drugs to take as the illness changes. To change the different symptoms. So I gotta go blow my nose. And we're back. Oh, I feel so much. Okay, that's better. I'm still plugged up, but there's not much I can do about that at this point. Like I said, regular Mucinex, I think that's my next step in trying to make my life more tolerable. Because I'm almost out of normal Dayquil. I'm almost out of Dayquil and NyQuil, so... Well, I am out of NyQuil completely, so... I predict tonight will be a terrible night's sleep. The stuff works fantastic, so... Again, don't take medical advice from me. I'm not a real doctor. I'm not even a doctor. So, what I do is not what you should do. You should do whatever your actual doctor tells you to do. That way I can't get sued. Well, the man on the internet says I could do it. The man on the internet is not a doctor. I'm just a internet icon? No. Internet personality. There we go. Yeah. It's like, I'm just an internet personality, so... Take that as you will. This is going well. Very well. What are we at? Alright. We're 2 minutes in to this 9-minute segment we're going to make here. So. That's a thing. We're just talking about the time at this point. Yeah, we watched Contact last night. It's an okay movie. The ending's kind of annoying and infuriating, but it is what it is. But I won't give the ending away if you haven't seen the movie, so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, one of the things, so it's weird. There was a point when I was into Marvel that, like, well, okay. I do and I don't like spoilers. So, sometimes I learn spoilers for a show or movie or whatever that I fully intend to never watch. And then I watch it, and it almost kind of makes it better. There's no... I should say it makes it better, because that was one of my complaints about the Black Widow movie, was there's no stakes. Right? Black Widow, upon its other flaws, the movie had no stakes. Same with Solo, for the most part. There were no stakes. Rogue One had an issue where it's almost in the reverse, because you know the rebels, spoilers, you know the rebels get the Death Star plans, right? That's what happens in A New Hope. They get we know they get the plans. They blow up the Death Star, right? So there's almost the opposite effect where these characters don't show up anywhere else. So you're like, gee, what happens to these characters? Well, So it's like, well, okay, what happens to these characters? Well, good chance they're gonna die. And that's exactly what happens. The characters don't make it out. They don't make it off Scarif before getting effectively nuked. Which is kind of interesting the way that happens. The Empire is like Russia, and they're like, we can't let this fall, you know? We can't let the rebels get away. We must crush them, so let's use our new weapon, like the United States. Let's end the war. So they nuke them. Anyways, so... Well, anyways, it's just like, they can't get off, right? They can't get away. There's nowhere they can go. So it's the opposite effect. As where in Black Widow, you know she can't die, right? Because she has to go to the next movie, and we know that she already dies in Endgame, all right? Lots of spoilers here for other movies. Sorry. Anyways, so we know she can't die in Black Widow, all right? So there's no stakes there. Her sister. There would have been less stakes hadn't COVID happened. There would have potentially been more stakes for her sister hadn't COVID happened. But yeah. You're not sure about his sister, but we can all kind of infer that her sister is the next Black Widow. That's just kind of what we can infer based on how stuff progresses. Anyways, what are we at? Anyways, Solo, same issue. There were no stakes, absolutely no stakes. Maybe his girlfriend might die. Maybe Beckett might die. But we know Han can't and won't die. So, wah, wah, wah. No stakes. There's no stakes. And Marvel movies kind of the same way. You know, when they tell you, here's this movie coming out soon, or it's like, oh yeah, we're going to make, you know, a whole trilogy about these movies or whatever. and we know this going into watching the movie, then the stakes are gone. Because the character has to show up in their own movie next up. So the stakes are gone. They also don't like to kill anybody off. Disney's not into that issue. Now, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Spoilers! Big spoilers here. If you haven't watched Book of Boba Fett, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cad Bane shows up, right? He didn't frickin' die in Clone Wars. And now here he is back again. Not dead. They bring him back. And he still doesn't die. Like, what? The man's old as piss. Yet here he is, walking around, being the fastest gun in the galaxy. Like, what? Kind of ridiculous, kind of stupid, but is what it is. Alright, we'll take a nap here, and that's it. Look at that! We're almost done with the first section. Wow! Yeah. Yeah. We're almost out of birch logs again, so I'll have to get some more of those, but look at that. Almost done. Had I put some more time into this, we would have finished the first section. We'd be moving up to the second and third. But yeah, that's not what we're doing today. So we'll get the thumbnail. We'll call it good. So yeah, that's the end of today's episode. If you liked it, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. New videos every single Monday, 11 a.m. Central Time. And good night.
Hello there. Actually, it's more of a goodbye. This is my Minecraft outro. Anyways, make sure you subscribe so that we can hit our 10K goal so we can plant 100 trees for subs for trees. Otherwise, stick around for the next 20 seconds to give me that sweet, sweet watch time.